Hello, everyone, and good morning. I apologize for the poor lighting. I'm still trying to work on this situation. But this was the message I was supposed to share with you yesterday. It's really not, it's really just what I learned, what God is teaching me. And the topic of it, or the title, is Today's Menu: Soup of the Day, Rejection; Daily Special, Jealousy; Dessert, Self-Loathing. I found that a lot of my rejections I bring on myself. I've been following people on Instagram for inspiration, but it turns into jealousy and self loathing. And self loathing is extreme criticism of oneself. And I decided it's something that I just can't do anymore. I think if I could only be that pretty as her, if my phone were able to take better photos like that, if my posts would get those reactions and that many comments. Oh, how beautiful is that puffy plaid vest she's wearing? I wish I could afford to buy new retail in season clothes rather than secondhand thrift store or yard sale items or clothing that's given to me. Why hasn't she reacted to my comment on my post? Did she even read my direct message to her? How rude not to answer. She never comments or reacts on my posts. Does anybody else go through that? When you're on social media, do you come across friends or family's posts and instantly become jealous or compare yourself to them? Why isn't my house as beautiful as that? I just spoke with my best friend this morning, and she struggles with the same thing. Looking at someone's perfect Christmas tree and the tons of presents that they have under their tree, and she may have 5 under hers. And I think that we all struggle with that. That every day we're handed a menu, and we choose to order rejection, jealousy, and self-loathing. It's our choice. We put ourselves in that position. So for myself, in order to help me, because I'm not strong enough to not be jealous of her or what she has or what he has or their success, instead of celebrating them, or the reason that I started following them was to be inspired by them or to get to know them better. But instead, I'm jealous. And I'm finding a lot of relationships are one-sided. It's me reaching out to them, or me commenting and posting on their things. And the funny thing is about like Facebook, they call the people that everybody that you are connected with, they call you friends. They call them friends. But are they really your friends? I mean, you all know I took a break from Facebook for many reasons. And one of them is because some of my friends were pissing me off and hurting my feelings and truly disrespecting me. And I had to step off. I had to say enough is enough. And I have just yesterday, I've stayed friends with some people, but I unfollowed them because I can't see their success or their beautiful pictures without being jealous, or without being disgruntled that it's been almost 2 weeks now since I sent you a direct message and you haven't replied. Which, can I just say this, y'all? If someone direct messages you that that you're a friend or your acquaintance, at least get back to them. If you can't tell them no, then pray about it and get a message and get some. Yeah, do it. I would rather you say no to me than to ignore me. No, thank you. I had a person that I sent a text to recently, about something in Cincy that we had going on. And she replied, "Stop," which I knew that meant she wanted to stop receiving my texts. And I said, "Will do." And I completely removed her from my contact list so that I wouldn't have to remember, don't send her texts. So I took her out of my phone, so that's not an issue anymore. I noted in her, next to her account, that she doesn't want to receive texts. So if she is wanting anything Cincy or wants to reach out to me and speak to me, she can. But at first, that rejection, hit me kind of hard. But I kept telling myself, she's not rejecting you. She just doesn't want to get your text. She doesn't want sales pitches. And I went on from it. I took care of it. It's gone. I'm not going to reach out to her again. And then a couple of texts later, I'm getting positive feedback. And so it's great to reflect on your rejections and to don't order every day off the menu rejection. Don't put yourself in that position. I'm going to stop setting myself up. I'm going to stop putting others to the test, because that's really what I was doing. Being their friend, I'm testing them to see how much they like me. If you really like me, you'll answer my text, you'll answer my DM, you'll comment on my pictures. And I stopped. I haven't let them know what I need. So until either I can, in a healthy manner, follow them and be happy for their success, I'm not going to, or unless I can tell them what I need. Hey, will you be my friend? And will you occasionally comment on my posts and like what I say, or react to my comment on yours? I know you're really busy, but this is very important to me. If that's too much for you, hey, I get it. I can take a no. But just know that the reason that I'm following you or being your friend is because I really want to be a friend. So until I can get to say that to someone, I'm just going to take actions of my own that will help me and save myself from being full of the bad feelings and hurt and pain. I've actually started writing my rejections down. Now, this may not work for everyone, but I started writing down some of the rejections that I've happened. And a rejection to me isn't always like someone telling me no. It's a situation I come across that I can't get something or I can't obtain something. Here's an example. One of the first rejections I wrote down was that one of my clients had to cancel. They tested positive for COVID. So as a small business owner, let me tell you, his $90 cleaning, took a hit on my income for the week. So that's a huge downer for me, so that sort of is kind of a rejection. There's nothing he could do about it. He's sick, and I do have a cancellation policy, but of course emergencies and illnesses don't count. So I have no way to recoup that income. I don't have a list of other clients who are waiting for me to call them. Yes, you can get me in today. Yes, I'm going to be home. I'll be ready. Come clean my house. It doesn't work that way with a residential cleaning business, or at least not for mine. So immediately after I wrote that rejection down, I thank the Lord that I even have that client. I trusted in God. I trust in God with my budget, and I know He will provide. He promises to meet all my needs. And so immediately after that, well, not immediately, it was, I found out on Thursday that, oh, wow, look at the light. I found out on Thursday that I wasn't going to be able to clean for this person on Monday. But I had a cleaning to do Friday, and the blessing that came was that client actually gave me a $40 tip. Now, that's almost half of what I lost. Blessing number 2 I had was going out to lunch with my daughter, or we planned it anyway. Blessing number 3, my husband thanked me for packing his lunch. That's a blessing. Even though it's not monetary, it means a lot to me. It fulfilled that spot that I missed. It's not always about the money. It's the, I was worried about, or I think about, how am I going to get through this week? Christmas, and for my husband to thank me for getting up at 4:30 in the morning and not only making him breakfast, but also packing his lunch. He appreciated it. And I've been reading Proverbs 31, a wife of noble character. And in that, there's a scripture that talks about the wife getting up before the sun, getting up while it's dark and providing food for her family. And that just filled me with joy and gratitude. And then something else, that the Lord showed me was that, like I said, I had been in a place when, like, I seen that lady's jacket, her vest, and I was jealous of it and thought, I wish I could buy holiday clothes or in-season clothes in retail. And then the Lord reminded me, Tara, didn't you just buy not only a holiday shirt for yourself, but you also bought one for a friend? You had a surplus in income. I gave you that surplus. You wanted to buy yourself this because it meant a lot to you. And you hadn't, other than shoes or your wedding blouse, you can't remember a time when you bought something brand new or retail. In maybe 10 years, 11. Other than like shoes or, necessities. But God said, look, you not only bought yourself one, but you bought one for someone else. And that just was like, you're right, Lord. I've got to look at what I have and be joyous in the abundance that God has given me. I can't keep looking at her mountain and think I'm down here, because if I compare our successes, quite honestly, I don't know where she came from. But where I came from and where I am now, she may have only moved up this much. I may actually be way farther than her in success or overcoming, So I've got to stop trying to compare, and I'm putting myself down here when I don't really know if that mountain is there because she came from way down here like I was, but and how long it took her to get to there. Or is she there because she's got a better credit limit than me? She may struggle every day and post the good, happy stuff, but behind the scenes, she may be going through her credit card bills like, all right, what am I going to do this week? That interest is going to kill us, but look at our tree. I don't know. I try to be more rational now, and I'm trying not to set myself up for rejection. I'm not ordering rejection today. You can keep your jealousy. You can keep the self-loathing. Rather, I'm going to order for my soup. I'll take some Thanksgiving. For the daily special, give me a boatload of joy. And for dessert, contentment. I hope that helped with y'all. And I know that that's something that I'm working on. There's another thing that I'm going to be working on that I talked to my friend about today that is just as hard. It's just as a struggle, but I'm just finishing up this workbook, and I was going to start another one that I purchased from her, but I don't feel like that's where I want to be. I want to work on this other issue that I have. So it's acceptance. or popularity. I don't know what to call it. I don't really know what it is, but I want people to like me. I want people to be happy to know me, and I don't know. So I'm trying to find a Bible study. I'm trying to find out, what is it? What exactly is it? Is it acceptance? Is it people pleasing? Is it just, I don't know. So if anybody gets it and they know of a Bible study, please share with me, because I'm going to be doing a deep search for that so I can start it ASAP, because I'm almost done with this one. But I hope you all have a blessed day and this helped you. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know when I'm on here, if you want to.